Shout out to Abby from readingxpress for tagging me to do the Guilty Reader book tag because I never get tagged for stuff. I don't remember the last time I got tagged for something, so when I found out I was tagged to do this, I felt really good and special. So thanks, Abby, for tagging me to do this. The Guilty Reader book tag is basically a tag exposing all of your guiltiness when it comes to books and reading. So I'm about to expose myself, you guys. Great. There's like 6 or 7 questions to this tag, so let's just start the exposing. The truth is about to come out. My life will forever be changed, so let's just get started. Question number 1 is, have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? Why does this have to be the first question? Because I feel so bad about this because yes, I have regifted books before. Multiple times. So basically, here's my excuse that I'm going to come up with for doing this. I have bought a lot of books before in the past that I have read, and when I finished them, I was like, hey, I did not like this book. Like, this was not good. It's not my favorite. Like, this was not a good book. And so, there's really no point to keeping a book you don't like, because that's just wasting space on your bookshelf when you could be putting books on your shelf that you like. Like, what's the point of keeping a book you dislike? So, I have given away lots of books that I didn't like, either to Goodwill or to my friends, because I've got a lot of my friends into reading, so it's okay to give them books for, like, their birthday or Christmas, and they like it. So, it works out, but, like, I do feel bad. But, I mean, they like to read, so please don't hurt me for doing this. Question number 2 is, have you ever said you've read a book when you haven't? No, I've never done this before, unless, like what Abby said in her video. If it's like a school book, then yeah, I've said I've read a book for school plenty of times. I still do it. I'm in the 11th grade, I'm doing this, but I don't care. But I've never said that I've read like one of these books when I actually haven't. Like, that's just stupid. Like, if I haven't read a book before, like, I'm just gonna tell you that. Like with Harry Potter, for example, I haven't read Harry Potter. Moving on! Question number 3 is, have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? No, I'm pretty good with giving books back, especially because I don't like to keep things that are someone else's for like a really long time. Like, for example, when I check out books from the library, I always turn in like a week before it's due, because like I hate turning in things late, and plus I don't really borrow books from my friends because my friends don't buy books. I'm the person my friends come to if they ever need a book, because 2 shelves, people. I got 2 shelves. I basically have a library in my room, and my friends know this. So when they need a book, they're just like, hey, Courtney, book. But they return it too, so that's always good. Question number 4 is, have you ever read a series out of order? So I have actually done this before. I know you're probably thinking, Courtney, how the heck have you done this before? But let me tell you, this was a really long time ago. So the story is that when I was in the 5th grade, I decided to read the Gallagher Girls series by Ally Carter, and my sister owned the 3rd book, and I thought it was the 1st book. So I read that one, and then I think I then read the 1st one, and then I may have read the 2nd one, and then I know I read the 4th one at one point, but I think I might have read that one before the 2nd one. The only 2 books that I read in order in the Gallagher Girls series was book 5 and book 6. So this is why I need to reread the Gallagher Girls series, because it's kind of confused. Like, especially the first couple books, like, I don't really remember them because I read them out of order. But I remember the end really, really well, because I read those books in order. But yeah, I got the beginning mixed up. I still can't believe I did this, but I was 12, okay? Don't judge me. Question number 5 is, have you ever spoiled a book for someone? Yes, I have. But it's always like a mistake. Like, I never really purposely spoil books for people unless the person asks me to spoil them. This has happened before. People have asked me to spoil stuff for them, and I'm just like, no, just read the book. And they're like, no, tell me. So then I tell them, and then they get mad at me, and I'm just like, well, it's your fault. So, sorry. But I have spoiled people when I didn't mean to do it. Like, I remember I spoiled my sister for page 395 of Blood of Olympus because I thought she wasn't gonna read it, but then she was, so I was like, oh, sorry, my bad. I never intentionally spoil people unless they want the spoilers, but I try to keep people away from spoilers, okay? I don't want my friends to get spoiled. Question number 6 is, have you ever doggy-eared a book? Yes, but when I was like a kid. I don't doggy-ear books now because I just think that's, I don't even like to think about it. I don't like doggy-earing. It's just, use a bookmark. Use a bookmark. Question number 7 is, have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? No. Why would I do this? Like, that's stupid. Like, I'm not ashamed of the books I own. Like, I love all of these. Most of these, at least. Question number 8 is, have you ever told someone you haven't read a book when you have? Same thing with the last question. No, like, if I've read a book, then I'll tell you, hey, I've read this book. I haven't read a book, I'll just be like, hey, I haven't read this book. Like, why do people lie about this type of stuff? It's so stupid. Question number 9 is, have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? So I actually have done this before, and I've only done this once, and it happened this past year. This past summer, I decided to read Alex and Eliza, a love story, and, you know, it's about good old Alexander Hamilton and Eliza, and I was really excited because, you know, I love Hamilton, and so that was the reason why I decided to read the book. But oh my gosh, you guys, that book was so boring. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I don't have anything against it, but like, so sometimes it just got really boring. And I remember at the end, there was just all this stuff going on about the war, and I was just like, I do not care about this. So I skipped like 50 pages and just went to the last chapter, and I felt so bad because I don't skip sections or chapters. Like, I don't understand how people skip chapters of throw up class books. Like, how? How do you do that? Like, I read every chapter even if I hate it. Like, I gotta know everything. And the last question is question number 10. Man, I said there was only 7 questions. Wow, I'm a liar. But the last question is, have you ever bad-mouthed a book you actually liked? Yes, I feel like I have, and like the only 2 books I could think of are A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I gave that book a lot of crap back in May and June. Like, I like it, I do, but I do have a lot of issues, and I said some bad stuff, and I do kind of regret some of the things I said, but like, man, there's some things with that book where I'm just like, oh, right, bye. And then the other books I'd probably bad-mouthed are probably the Selection series, Kyra Cass. I do like those books, okay? They're good. They're kind of like crack because once you start reading them, it's really hard to put them down. But, they're America Singer and Edelyn. Oh my gosh, they're just, they're so stupid. Oh my gosh. So that's probably the only way I've bad-mouthed them. But like, I do like them though. But those 2 main characters, man, oh my gosh. But that, my friends, was the Guilty Reader book tag. That was fun exposing myself. I hope y'all don't hate me. Please don't hate me. This is just who I am. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I don't know what type of accent I'm doing right now, but I'll see you all next time with a new video soon. So I will see you then. So bye! Yo!